Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Xantho, and this is going to be a day one-ish, end of day one-ish update. It's actually 6 p.m. on Saturday, at least here in the United States. So it's about a day and 4 hours into League. Wasn't able to actually start the League until about an hour late due to a bunch of crashes. And I didn't play a ton yesterday, but I do have my character fully up and running. I have some pretty solid gear. I managed to get full res cap, chaos res cap, and I'm block capped on at least virtual combatant block capped, and only 63 on the spell block, but I don't really need to get the 2 extra 2%. I just don't feel it's necessary. This is my trees right now. I did actually decide to go Wilma's Requital because I was expecting them to be like 20 to 30 chaos, but they were like 2 or 3 chaos. Because they were like 20 plus chaos day one last league. So I picked one of those up. I went precise technique with these nodes here. I went precision. I dropped flesh and stone because the AoE is kind of bad, and the enemy needs to be in the AoE for them to take the more physical damage from hits. And the issue with that, in addition, is that they need to be in the center. So basically, you need to be standing on top of the boss, which is fine for like pure true melee like Cyclone or like Double Strike or something, where you're literally like face tanking the boss directly. But we're a totem build, we can, as Mark calls it, set and forget, which is kind of what they wanted to phase out of melee totems. But here we are, still set and forget melee totems. So right now I'm sitting about a little bit under 5 million DPS. Actually, no, about 4.45 million DPS. I would have 5 if I got 20 quality in my Stormblast Mine, but I am dead broke right now. I do have like a 4 div axe I crafted that's probably going to sell pretty soon here. But let's just go and run a map. I didn't do a ton of Atlas progression. I'm only at 33, which is pretty shitty for my standards at this juncture in the league. But it is what it is. I also left my computer on while I slept, and I slept for quite a while because I was exhausted, but I would set up adrenaline. Of course, you just hit your life flask and then use your skills and then you'll have adrenaline. In fact, I don't even have my fortification. I haven't done my Uber Lab yet. I didn't pick up fortitude. I actually picked up the adrenaline before fortitude because I wanted the speed, because I was feeling pretty good about my tankiness. I just wanted the extra speed. Let's get my adrenaline back up here. Wilma's Requital is amazing because we get onslaught from a Sleepless Sentry's Jewel. I also need to pick up Ancestral Reach for totem placement speed and totem damage, which is going to be really good quality of life, the placement speed especially. And the totem placement range, because range is like right there. 25% extra would reach about right here. So toss some Stormblast Mines down for extra damage. Yeah, dropping Flesh and Stone was fine because I could actually drop these nodes on the tree because they weren't needed. I'm just running precision, which requires less reservation than 25% from Flesh and Stone. My life pool is not that big, and I'm a little bit squishy against dots. A little bit prone to dots right now. Actually, extremely prone to dots. My Fizz Max is also not really good, even though I am using Cloak of Flame, because it's kind of hard to get a Fizz Max hit on certain builds, and this is kind of one of them where it's hard to get it. But we will be exploring avenues to increase our Fizz Max hit in the coming days. I will be posting the POB of this version of the build in the description. It's not going to be on my POB bin profile because it's just like a in progress POB, but I will be posting the POB if you want to check it out what I'm doing. I'm like level 82 right now. I normally would be 90 plus easily, but only 82 because I had some IRL stuff to do. And I didn't play a ton yesterday. So Left little stragglers, but whatever. I'm totally confident I could do like Shaper and Guardians right now on this version of the character. I totally could. Oh, Bramble Valley, that's those are some fine mods. Let me run that real quick. I can run one more map just to show it off. What mods are on this map? Chain. Avoid poison, impale, and bleeding. Oh, that's not very good. Avoiding your impales kind of sucks. Living through the campaign with Sunder was a breeze, especially once you get your face breaker. Like, just it was complete easy mode, especially with the giant buffs to Sunder. As soon as you get Master of Metal and Impaler on the tree when you're leveling, so you get 100% impale chance with the Impale Support Gem plus these passives. Then Impaler makes you apply 6 impales at once. So basically your first hit does moderate damage, but then your next hit does monstrous damage. Because the enemy has 6 impales on them instantaneously after the first hit. And Master Metal gives tons of Flat Fizz, and Flat Fizz is the #1 way to scale Facebreaker. Unfortunately, you cannot use Bloodthirst on Facebreaker, which is really unfortunate. It's only for weapons. It's like they put that in specifically just so you can't use it with Facebreaker. with weapons. It's like everybody's using weapons but Facebreaker builds, I guess, and what's it called? Deck stacking. Oh my god, what's the keystone? Hollow Palm. Deck stack and Hollow Palm builds also aren't using weapons. Facebreaker is just a lot easier to scale though, and you get much more defenses with Champion. Oh, I'm frozen. Doesn't matter because my totems are attacking and leeching. Kind of hate the Bramble Valley boss, but we'll see how we do against it. Or them, I should say. It's kind of rippy. Because I have no idea what the hell is happening. Okay, phased. Phased. I don't know, my totem's up. There we go, phased. It's that attack I don't know how to combat. Reach takes so much more damage. Oh, there we go. So, that's the current state of the build. I'll be upgrading it pretty soon once I sell this axe that I made. But other than that, we got a Chobber Chopper here. Edge of Madness, I don't think those are worth anything. Are they? And 1 chaos, whatever. Alright, that's the update, basically. Drop Flesh and Stone. Went for res, chaos res gear, using Cloak of Flame. Got my Facebreaker. Got a Windless Requital going Precise Technique with this accuracy wheel plus the mastery. Over here, picked up the max res here. I'm gonna pick up max fire res, then need to pick up this for another max fire res. I'm gonna end up with 79, 78, 78, and 75 for the chaos res, and 68, 63 blocks per block. My Fizz max hit is still terrible because I'm actually mapping with pure pride, and I have 2 empty sockets because I was doing some weird janky General Sky overexertion stuff with rage, but it just wasn't worth it because it was about 4% more damage per point to generate it, but it also sort of messed with the taunt of Champion, and then just these nodes here were just like more than 4% per point. So it was 36 rage, which is it was 36 rage for 9 passives, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because you need the Warcraft minimum 10 power mastery for your rage not to go away. So that's basically it. Rambled on long enough. Peace out, you guys, and hope you have a good league start.